Okay, a follow-up video on the boiler house dull restoration. I ran it on air the other day, and now I've decided to, I've got a bit of time, I'm going to try it on steam. Now, we know steam is always less forgiving. If there's any leaks, the steam will show us where they are. So I'm going to give it a go. This won't be a long video. They're not very big boilers on these. Get the gas. I've got my Bix going. Well, I haven't got it going yet, but let's give that a go. And then we'll see how it goes. Because you see lots of videos, adverts, runs on air. Yeah, everything runs on air. But when you run it on steam, it either won't run, or it will leak, or fingers crossed it'll be all right. So let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. There's not a perfect spot in there because there's an indentation in there that fits the original burner, and it looks like that Bix don't quite fit in there. But we'll give it a bash. We'll give it a bash and see how it goes. But I think the overall, yeah, already got a bit of probably needs an O-ring on there. Thought I had an O-ring on there. Yeah, I've got an O-ring on there. I normally take the precautions. Yeah, it ran okay on air the other day. Let's give it a little bit of oil. Got to treat it right. This was saved from a scrap heap, really, because it was absolutely terrible. I've never seen one like it. Really, I mean, really never seen one like it. It was really bad. But yeah, I'm still so pleased I managed to keep all that. Look at that colour, all the original colour. Yeah, so let's see how it goes. You can see that the plating's going, but you know, it is 100 years old, so it was a little bit stiff, but it ran all right the other day on the air. So yes, well, once from you know, I do need a chimney because I've borrowed a chimney off of something else, but it needs that. I need the right diameter. I've got glass, but the glass I've got was too thick a diameter to go through the little holes there, because this is only a small piece. So I will get some glass and do it properly. But yeah, there's a little bit of a steam leak. A little bit there. A little bit there. A few bits. Let's see how it goes, because sometimes they leak initially, then as it warms up, everything swells up and it's sort of it stops. So I know it won't take. I can hear the boiler. Sounds like the kettle boiling. Little steam leaks. Let's give it a minute. I like this. Actually, I do like this. It's not one of my bigger ones. It's only a tiny little engine, but it has got the slip eccentric. So it will, if you're not into, well, if you're new to steam engines, if it's got that little slot in there, it will run in 2 directions. So it goes one way and across the other way, so I'll run both in both directions. If you're interested, I've got a lovely, this is worth liking and subscribing for. I don't normally say that, but I've got coming next week quite a big twin cylinder dull, a more rare one, and yeah, like this one, it needs a bit of restoration. It's not anywhere near as bad as this, but it's going to be as popular as this one. this is a popular machine, that Joseph Fault, very popular. If I get family come round, that's the one they want to see you running, because that fuel, that oil, water pump, just adds to the visual effect. People can actually see something happening. Right, let's see if we can see something happening with this. Be a bit of condensation first. Oh, she's getting ready. She's getting ready. Yeah, a bit of condensation coming out. Go on, girl. Almost. Go on. Go on. Come on, come on. It was a little bit early. There she goes. What a little beauty. Steam's not really up yet. But leaks, look. Nothing there. Fingers crossed. Really nothing there. Nothing there. I think we're in. I think we're in. What about that? What about that? Restored, running, no leaks. Let's face it, it don't always happen. It don't always happen. Got a little tiny bit of steam coming out of her. Oh, a little bit there, but that's this. This just for copper. That'll do that. This little. I'll drip that one there later on. Steam not quite up, I don't think, because it started and stopped. And on the air, it did run quite. I always seem to like one way better than the other. Let's turn that off. I'm considering now how much water I actually got in there, but let's close that down. Well, there was a reason it started to slow down. The gas started running out. I mean, Bix burner, I mean, Bix gas bottle. So I thought it was low on steam. Well, it was low on steam. It was low on steam because my gas was running out. But so here she goes again, on steam. Let's slow it down. Slowed it down too much. I always slow them down too much. The bigger ones seem to slow down slower than the smaller ones do. The smaller ones need a little bit of speed. There's not a lot of momentum in the little lightweight flywheels. So let's see what we can do. We can just bring it down a little bit at a time. See, I didn't reduce the steam that much. But there's not a lot of, the flywheels on the smaller ones are not that heavy, so there's not much momentum. I think that's about as slow as we get this one. But yeah, I'm pleased with that. Okay, no leaks as well. A little bit there, that probably wants lapping in. It's probably got a little bit of very little bit of it probably just wants cleaning, that pin on the top. Give it a little chuff of smoke. Steam. Fairly be happy with that. Beautiful. I like them all. I like them all. Yeah, just to change the bottle on my burner. Anyway, I think that's the end of it for this one. We got the old girl. God, how this didn't end up in the bin, I don't know. But that'll be restored, ready to play again. And it works fine. Works fine. No leaks. Runs lovely. Kept most of the colours I could. Had to paint a bit. Anyway guys, I'll leave it there and see you on the next one. Cheers.